she was putting a necklace together using one of the pendants that she got from me. It was turning out really pretty. So, I've got my FOC stuff laid out on my desk here, and we are going to
and we are going to
work.
and we are going to
Work.
and we are going to
Uh-oh.
and we are going to
Uh-oh.
and we are going.
Sorry about that. I had my tablet's sound on still, so I was hearing myself repeat myself over and over again. Very interesting, like a big, huge echo. So we're going to turn down in a bit and we're going to look at what I've got here in my FOC. Hi, Georgina. Hi, Dawn. Yes, I was over watching Dorothy make the necklace with the pendant that she purchased from me. So it's turning out really pretty. So anyway, we'll looks like we have quite a few people on now. So switch this over to live chat rather than top. There we go. Um, I do have my FOC laid out down here on my desk. I've been thinking about now, what am I going to do with this? Because, never sure until you look at the stuff and give it some thinking. Um, I did have a few things to talk about. You got your notification, Kimberly? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. But we got some oh, well, that sucks, Beth, because she did come on, but she came on about 5 after the hour instead of, right at the hour. She was um you haven't got your notification for hers or for mine. I'm not sure. Hi, Donna. I'm not sure she put an actual notification out, as in I'm going to be on in half an hour, like I usually do, and like Randy usually does. I think she just popped up. Hey, Heather. So, but you should have got one when she went live because usually those pop up if you're subscribed. But that's sort of weird that you didn't. Anyway, as I was going to say, my sister-in-law that's supposed to come this Sunday, Steve's sister, her husband passed away during the night last night, which is pretty upsetting for our family, especially Steve, because him and Dale were pretty good pals, both Navy guys and everything like that. Um, but he had cancer as well as dementia, um, chemicals, from being in the um, Navy for so long. Because he retired from the Navy, unlike Stephen, who was only in for like 6 or 7 years. But he had, like I say, dementia. Liz was coming out because she's been taking care of him since that started, and he barely even recognized her or the kids anymore. So she decided she needed some time away, and then he took a downturn about Monday, and we were thinking, oh God. And so then he succumbed to the cancer last night. So I was thinking she would probably not be coming after all, but she said yes, she's still coming. She needs to get away. She needs to have something else on her mind right now. So she still is planning on coming on Sunday, and then he's going to be cremated, and they'll do a celebration of life after she goes back home for visiting us. So we have some plans, and hopefully it will help her not dwell on things. And so, yeah, it it was a little bit of a rough morning, but we knew it was coming. I mean, it, he was has not been doing good for quite some time, and by the time they found the cancer, it had already metastasized. So there wasn't really anything they could do much anyway. And he chose, because this was before his dementia got really bad, he chose not to be. Um, he chose not to have treatment for it. So, um, you know. So, little bit of a rough day, but I think I, I'm getting through it better than Steve is, of course, because he knew Dell for a lot longer than I did. Um, but it still is a little rough. But no, I'm fine. I knew Dell obviously because Liz and him have been married since before Steve and I were married. So every time we went to visit Liz, of course, we visited Dale too, but um, I didn't know him nearly as well as my husband. So um, it's all it's a little rough, but at the same time, I'm not as affected as my husband is. But she will be coming on Sunday, apparently. She's still planning on coming. Says she needs the time away from the issues. And so we're going to take her up to the park one day, and we're going to take her down to do sapphire panning. That was one of the things she really wanted to do. So we'll take her down to do that one day. And then she also wanted me to teach her how to make earrings and stuff. So I will be doing that one day too. So I think that our niece is still coming with her. As far as I know of anyway, she is. So we'll see. Anyway, let's turn down and look at my FOC. It's got some interesting things in it. I'm not sure how I want to. Um, I'm not sure how exactly I want to do this, but because Liz is coming, I'm not sure I will be doing all the lives next week. I may just do some recorded videos for next week. We'll see what I decide to do. But anyway, let's turn down and look at the FOC. And I gotta sit on my chin. It's driving me nuts. I mean, I'm 68 years old. You'd think I would not get zits at my age. But anyway, so let's turn down. We'll look at my FOC and see what we can come up with here. So here's my FOC. Stress that. Yeah, it could be. But this one I thought was pretty interesting. Look at these glass petals. And then they got these little glass tubes between them. I'm not sure I'm going to leave them like this. I like the glass petals. I also have these two teardrop beads, which are a really pretty color. And then we have this already had this little bottle of, looks to be sodalite in here, and it is glued closed. So onto my little moon here. So I'm sort of thinking I'm going to change this bell. I hate these bells. Maybe put the moon in the middle, wire wrap these up. It's go up here so you can see better. Put our moon here, wire wrap these up, put them in here. Take our crystal beads out though and use some of the other beads here, some of the smaller ones, the little tube beads. And I'm not sure what this is. Let's open you up and, it's like a chain. Interesting. Untwist. How big are you? Just big enough. Though if I use this, I'm going to, just like this, and put hooks on the ends to make it into a bracelet. I will probably find some flatbacks to glue inside these holes. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. You must have pissed Rudolph off, Heather, huh, Heather? Because you keep getting zits on your nose. And then I have these two. Come on out of there. Which have the foil in the middle. They're very pretty. But I'm not sure if I want to put those in here or not, because, well, go back in your bag. These are not what I want to put in these, but we do have these for, we can use these to go in between, as well as, oh, it looks like this is a bag of bead soup, kind of dark blue beads. So it's not just one specific type. And then here we have some little, if they were heavier, I'd say they're hematite, but they're just hematite colored. I don't think they're hematite at all. So, and then lastly, I have two of the charms with the thistles on them, which I usually paint. So I want to see what all's in this baggie. Looks like a whole bunch of odds and ends. Yeah. Looks like two of these, but just one of these. A couple of those. Some with tubes, some squares. I think there's too many odds and end things to let this work. No, this is my FOC for this month. So, I think I'm going to just take and put some bindings on the end of this and add some flatback crystals in the middle here to make a bracelet out of this piece, because it's just long enough to make a good, oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera there. It's just big enough to do that, see? So I think that's what we're going to do with this piece. Very simple. This one, I may have to add some stuff to it because I don't want to use these tubes, because even though they're beautiful, it makes too much clear. I want take the clear ones off. So what I'm thinking is we'll put we may keep these for something else. Just I think these are turquoise. I could be wrong, but I think they are. They look to be. There's more of these. I think that's too big of a gap, so I don't think I want to do that after all. So let's take out like this much. Put you up onto a bale. Then we'll build this guy here. Need some more of these guys. Hey, Dorothy. I think we'll put these little pretty light blue ones back in their package and leave them to go with whatever I decide to do with these. I need to get a different bale for that. We're going to need to wire wrap these two. Yes, Dorothy did do quite well, didn't she? Hey, Charlie, welcome on. I missed that, Heather. That was, Chris, that's pretty good. Let's see here. So here's our These may need a bead at the bottom. Yes, they do. See how it's trying to go straight through? So let's see how this would look with this one of these little gray spacers on gray beads down here. It may be a bit much. It's not bad. I can live with that. So, this baby up. These are glass. I actually think there might be India glass because they have a powdery inside them. So. Oops, don't drop your flush cutters, Rose. Just hang like that. Yes, this is my FOC, Charlie. Oop. Whoa. That one broke. How strange. Maybe I jerked on it too much. But I don't normally have a problem with these. These are the ones I get from Randy. Just as well I didn't put the box away or I'd have to go fetching it back out again. Now the soda light in the jar doesn't really match real well. If it wasn't glued closed, I might open it and change it to something different. And I still could take the bottle off because it's jump ringed on and put a different bottle on. I do have some tiny bottles that I have put sapphires and things in, so I could change that. And I think I might even still have some turquoise chips, which might work better than the soda light. Get you cut here. Oh, let's get some turquoise wire out. That's black. We don't want that. Pink. Turquoise. There we go. And I'm probably going to finish this up with some chain. Open some of this up. Put a bead stopper out the end so it doesn't sink into the spool. Oop. Making a mess there. Go up there. And then we'll just start stringing this baby. But I am thinking I might stop. Change the sodalite bottle. Because even though sodalite's very pretty, it's not really matching up with the rest of this stuff we're doing here. Oh yeah, I like that. Yes, they are very pretty color. Oh, cool. FOCs are so much fun. I always enjoy, and there's a lot of times I look at it and go, oh my, what are we going to do with that? These holes are tiny in these turquoise. I may have to open some of them up. There we go. Come on. Though some of these holes are so ragged, I'm actually sort of thinking these might be some clay. This is really pretty hanging this way, but when you go and put it on and hit what's going to hang a little bit like this, it looks like these two are going to hit each other. So we may need to put a little bit something more in there. Let's see about, come on, off. Everybody off. Just maybe just putting another little loop-de-loop here. With making it be 5 instead of 3. Come on, go down. Mail just came. Did I have anything in the mail I needed to go get? I don't think so. Come on. Now let's put this on and see how it will hang up when you go up sideways. Okay, that's better. It's not going to hit each other. So and since I don't like this bell, well, we're going to put a few more beads here anyway because we're going to do the 5. Come on, you. Time to take this bell off and go get it. It's a different one. Yeah, see, it's just folded right here, which is not the best bell in the world. Come on. Though it appears to be better than I thought, it doesn't want to open up that easily. And we're going to take the little soda light bottle off. I think, oh, the soda light bottle is hooked onto there with its screw. I still don't want it on there, though. I don't like, the color doesn't match up. So come on off of there. I have extras of these little screws if I decide this is not going to come off easily. And I can always, there we go, switch the screw out and put a different screw on here. In fact, bye screw. You can go over here. And we're going to put something else on our moon here. Actually, Randy should have mailed it today. I ordered it yesterday, so Randy was mailing stuff today, Chris. So it should be in the mail, your FOC. So it's always a fun challenge to do the FOCs. So I hope you enjoy it when it gets there. Oh. See, we want a bail. Which one do I want? Okay, guys, I brought us a couple of different bales. We've got this little one here that looks like sort of like a leaf or a feather, and we've got this just this little ball bell. I'm gonna slip them on and see so you can see what they look like. This is the ball bell, very tiny. It'll just go like that. Or we have. This is the sort of looks like a leaf or a feather, and it's a little longer, so it goes like so. What you guys think? You like the ball? Yeah, I'm sort of leaning towards that one too. So that works for me. We'll put the little ball bell on. And it will then hook on here. And when we'll find something else to hook in to our... This is going to be too big. Yeah, will be by the time we get the wire around it. So we'll come up with something else to put there. And we're going to just go on to the other side here. Looks like we may have just enough of our little turquoise beads. Oh, hi, Sid. Everybody always seems to like something different. I'm going to go with this one, but now, if you think that this one is too small, I do have a larger ball bell that we could use. Rather than the tiny one, we could use, I don't know if I can find it here. I'm pretty sure I still had a couple of them here. The ones I used on one of my necklaces the other day were still sitting right here for a while, but I might have put them away. No, here they are. See, they'd be a little bit bigger than that, and might make it so that it stands out a little bit more. Shall we try that one? So this is the bigger one here, and it will sort of go over the other beads. So if we use this one, I'm going to probably want to put a little, yeah, see, one of the gray ones just went inside it. Well, we can leave the gray one in there, and instead of bringing another gray one there, we can take that out and put it just like this with the gray one inside it. That makes it be a little bit bigger than this tiny one. So the tiny one is really cute, but it might be just a little too tiny, if you know what I mean. And I'm not wanting this to be a long necklace. I want it probably about, I think we're going to make it about 17 inches. A little bit longer than a regular choker, but not as long as, you know, some necklaces are. I want it to, you know, these pretties to be up closer to your neck so that they aren't draping down quite a bit. Well, go in. There we go. Especially since I'm afraid if we draped down too much, our moon is going to be getting smacked by the other ones. Bye, Dawn. Hope you have a nice day. Come on, go in there. There we go. Go away. Both of you, go away. Now I have 3 of these left, so I'm thinking I will do the 5 on the sides like I have here. Come on. So we'll need to cut the wire and put the other 2 on the other side, or the other one on the other side, I should say. And we'll you're gonna go right there. So put a bead stopper on this side. Let everything roll over there. One of these turquoise ones is sort of tight. We'll cut our wire right here. Put the turquoise one on. And our other hematite or bray or whatever you want to call this. Okay. Well, there's plenty of these that can go back in it. Oh, there's 2 of these ones. I just saw another one inside the tray. Oh, I think it needed cleaned out a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure. This one does. This one doesn't seem to have a hole at all. Huh. Nope, no hole. Weird. Well, I can drill it out some other time. I would have done 2 more on the sides, but since it seems that one doesn't have a hole in it, bizarre, we'll just keep like this. We have to hook our moon on. We're going to put I think we'll use some gunmetal, the gunmetal crimps, because they're going to be right beside these gray ones. I'm just going to loop the ends right now. Come on. Only need 2. Oh, I should have got a 3rd one. Well, I'll get a silver one out for that one. And just gonna put this on here, let it slide down. I don't know if this wire will go through the beads twice. I didn't check them at all. So we'll check it to see if they will. Well, it'll go through the gray one, but it's not going to go through the blue one, because the blue ones, some of these holes are not very big. So we'll just pull it through the gray. Now, because this is the first side, I don't have to worry about getting it really close or beads out or anything like that. So we're just going to get in here with our magical crimper, and we're going to crimp this side. Get you out of the way. Sounds a little low, but that's all right. Trim our extra wire off right here. Slide everything down there. Some of those little turquoisey beads do not have a big hole, and they don't want to slide. It's all right. Okay, there you are. So now this time we're going to take get on the other side of the crimp bead or tube. We're going to go through here, our crimp, and then we're going to go through our little gray bead. We know it won't go through the, oh, it did go through the turquoise. Cool. So we're going to take hold of this, the little jump ring, and use it as a fulcrum to pull our wire up. See how well that worked? Now it's all up here. And so I want this in just a teeny bit more. So we'll give her a little bit more tug. Let's see how she is in comparison to this side. Could go a little bit more, but not a whole bunch. So now I'm gonna pull my, it's further up than I thought it was. We don't want that. Come on, you do need to come out more. There we go. Now we're going to push it up a little bit with my thumbnail because the crimping pliers needs that little bit of space to get in. So this goes into the divot. All right. So then we're going to squish. And I think my jump ring may have got in the way. See if it's okay. Now we'll cut our extra wire off right here. And so we've got our base piece done. Now I have to decide what chain I want to put up the back. We need to put our moon on and decide what we're going to use for a charm. Now we do have, they did have these two charms come into the kit. So we could use one of these, but I think I'd rather not. Okay, I think the chat's not working quite right. So let's see what we got here. Oh, maybe it is. No, we just got no chattering going on here. So we got to put our moon onto our bail. And we need to decide what we're going to put on this as a charm on our moon. Now, now, if I could remember where I put them, I had some of those little packs that Randy got us with it is hump day. Everybody is tired. Is that why nobody's chatting, Miranda? Because everybody's tired? You could be right. I don't know. You know, where did I put them? Where did I put those? Sometimes cleaning up is not helpful because I have these little boxes of things I got from Chris, and one of the things in them were some little astronauts. And in moving things around, I'm not sure where I put those boxes at. But I was just thinking the little astronauts might be really cute in the middle there. But I really don't see them, which is really strange because I didn't think I moved anything that far. Well, darn it. I think the astronauts would be adorable. But let's worry about chain for right now. Got this. We have this one. I think it's the same. Bang, bang, bang. Run into my own cabinet. Not used to it being there. Run into it. So I think we'll use this chain. And let's see how long this is right now. It's 7 inches, so we want about 10 more inches. However, because we're going to put that, let go, put the hardware on, we probably want about 4.5, because I want about 17 inches rather than the larger size I usually make, because I want this relatively close to your neck, not so close that it's going to drive you absolutely nuts, but close enough that it's that the pieces sit just like we've got them here, you know, not looping down too much. Come on. So I'm going to take my chain that I've cut, take the one that goes on the other side, and we're just going to hook it onto my bead reamer and just slowly push it down till we get down here and see about how long we need to cut it at. There we go. There's my chain. And we'll hook our chain up on the back here. Still got to decide what I want to put here, but we'll worry about that in a minute. We'll open up our jump rings here that we put on. Come on, behave. Uh-oh, that sounds like a fire truck. just tested that. It's working fine. Get so there is this. Now, the only thing we need is something to finish it off right there. And I think I have an idea, if I can find it easily. Since I can't find my cute little astronaut, which I think would have been sweet. Still wondering where I shove those at. You guys ever do that? Oh, I'm cleaning up. I'm going to put this over here. And then when you get it there and then you want it and you can't find it again. Always seems to happen. But I'm thinking what will look really pretty is, here we go. Here we go. In this box are these really pretty, oh, they're all gold. Darn it. I thought they were some silver ones, but they're all gold. Well, that's poopy. Because I thought this one would look really pretty in here. But it's gold. You know what? I think it looks really pretty in there anyway. Hey, Cynthia. So it really this little goes really well with the blues. So even though it's gold, we may just do a little bit of multi-metal here and just go ahead with it. I think all of my pretties like this are all gold ones. I don't think there's any silver, which is a pity because it really would have been nicer in silver, but it may just have to be in gold. Because I really think that looks really cool with the I don't think I have any silver things that I would like better. the astronauts at? Oh, where are they at? This is very strange. I cannot see them at all, and they couldn't have gotten that far away. Oh, I think I know where I put them. I think I do. Oh. Well, let's see. I found him, but let's see how it looks. We may just want to stay with our multi-metals. Let's pull you out there. Here's the little astronaut. What do you guys think? Our little astronaut, so that we all stay silver? Or we want to go with the multi-metals and put this pretty in here. This is more elegant. Oop, come out of there. This is more playful, I think. You like the astronaut? Everybody's liking the astronaut, so I guess we're going to go with the little astronaut. So let's put our pretty green one here back away, or teal, whatever you want to call it. I think it's gorgeous, and it looked really cool, but everything was silver. We needed something silver. So now we need to get a jump ring to put our little astronaut in here. Oh, he's holding his star. Here, I'll hold him up. See, he's got a little star in his hand. So we'll get our little astronaut here and hook him onto our moon. And then our necklace will be done. Come on. There we go. There's our little astronaut. Oops, let go of my mat. On our necklace here. So there's our first FOC project using our little astronaut. So There is our first piece of FOC. This one, like I said, is just going to get some hardware at the end, and we're going to put some, I'm going to find some of my bigger flatback crystals and put some glue some crystals into there to do the bracelet, and then we'll have to decide what we want to do with the other things. These little blue ones here and these blue go together pretty well, so we'll probably do something with the two of those. We might just make a simple bar necklace out of those. We have these fun glass tubes left, as well as two of our leaves, or well, I guess they're leaves. They sort of look like leaves, don't they? And quite a few of the little gray spacers that we used here, and then these dark blue ones. So I'm not sure what we're going to do next, but there is our astronaut all finished. And it is a few minutes after the hour. I know just a few minutes is awful early for me. You thought they look like petals? Yeah, they do look like petals. So anyway, he's cute. I'm glad I managed to find our little astronauts and even thought about them, because I think he looks really cute in the moon there with holding the little star. So I think that looked nice, and it's fun, and hope you guys enjoyed making it with me. So there's our first FOC project. I could put this one together quickly, but I'd have to find which crystals I want to use, and it's just going to be some gluing more than anything else. I have, these are actually not as big as I'd like. Where's my tweezer? I lost my tweezer the other day, and I haven't been able to find it. The bigger ones are go on like that. But I think I would like a bigger one, and we want a color. I don't think we want just this AB crystal. So that's what we're going to do with this one when I do it. And I'm not sure what crystals I'm going to put in it yet. I'll probably go messing through my crystal drawer. I want some good sized ones for that. Nope, not as big as I thought. I did have some really big yellow ones at one point in time that would have looked really cool in it, but we'll see. Excuse me. It does, doesn't it, Charlie? The astronaut does give it some whimsy. So anyway, there is our first FOC necklace. We're going to work on this bracelet later, whether we do it tomorrow or later on. We'll see. I may decide to make something else. You never can tell. And we may decide to make some earrings to match our necklace with our little astronauts. I think I do have some more of these moons like this myself. Of course, they wouldn't end up being part of the FOC because, if I add my own moons and the little astronauts, it makes it entirely from my things, but it would make a cute little pair of earrings to match the necklace. Yeah, it needs colors. So anyway, let's turn up for a second here. And there we go. There's our necklace. As I said, I've got it so it's going to sit about right here. So I think it'll be fun. And very cute. So I like those petal things a lot. I think that would pretty, it would be nice with colors. The bracelet, yes, with the bracelet would be nice with colors. So anyway, ladies, I am going to let you go. It's almost a quarter after, and so I think we can be done for the day. It's a little early for me, but hey, you know, that's the way it goes. We don't need to be running overtime constantly. So we'll see y'all later. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Bye-bye.